What's up, y'all? It's Bill McCluskey with My Tech Partners, and this is another episode of The Grind Includes Friday. You got it, baby. Hey, listen, man, I got a question for y'all. Check this out. Have y'all seen the movie Shallow Hal? Have y'all seen that movie? Tony Robbins is in the movie, the big motivational guru, and really it's about a guy who has a spell put on him, so to speak, by Tony Robbins. And he now sees people not as they look physically, but he only sees them for the person they are internally, like what they are on the inside. So if you're a jerk on the inside, he sees them as very unattractive physically. But if you're a great person internally, then he sees that person as physically beautiful. So it's this cool outlook on how he starts to treat somebody who society says is unattractive, but they're really a good person on the inside. And I don't know why I thought about that this morning, but listen, who are you on the inside? And listen, does what you have on the inside match what you look like on the outside? Because in this day and age of technology and social media, you know, everybody puts out this image, right? We got this image on Instagram, or this image on Snapchat or LinkedIn or Facebook of what we want people to see. And when we take selfies, man, we're taking selfies and we're making sure that we got the right angle and we have the right lighting or sunlight and we look good, right? I mean, my wife is a trip. When she takes a selfie, I mean, you better take like 10 selfies to get the right one. But my question is, are we the person internally that we show publicly? You know what I mean? Because we can get dressed up. We can, listen, if we're going to an event, or if we're going to a wedding or a ball or even church, you know, we get dressed up. We make sure our hair is nice and we got makeup on for the ladies and our clothes are ironed. But who are you internally? And my challenge really is, I want you to be congruent. I want you to be the same person inside that you are outside. I want you to look good physically, like publicly. I want you to appear attractive. I want you to have it together, but I also want you to have it together internally, because ultimately what you're trying to achieve, what you're trying to do in your life is all built upon who you are internally. And I've talked about that before in a previous video called Be, Do, Have. You got to be before you can do, and you got to do before you can have. And that's really about becoming the right person so that you can attract what it is you want. So that's like the underlying theme that I preach and talk about all the time. But I want you to be congruent. I want who you are as a person to match what you look like on the outside. And listen, I really don't think anybody's there, right? I think that we all want to have this public brand awareness for people, right? But at the same time, our goal should be to strive. And I'm talking about strive, like be intentional about making sure that who we are as a person internally matches who we are publicly. So that's my one challenge. I want you to look within. And y'all, that's why my book is called Get Off Your Assets, because your real assets are inside. Your real valuable assets are internal assets. They're not, tangible assets. They're internal. They're not external. But look at your internal assets and see how you can further develop them. See how you can nurture them and see what it is that you need to change. Because when I look at myself, some of the thoughts that I'm having, I call it stinking thinking. I'm like, I got to catch myself, right? Because if I looked like that person, I wouldn't be too attractive physically or publicly. So that's my message, y'all. Hopefully that makes sense. And hopefully, listen, y'all, if y'all haven't seen that movie, check out the movie Shallow Hal. It's a comedy, but there's some good points in that movie. So again, y'all, it's Bill McCluskey with My Tech Partners and GoyaBook.com. Remember, discipline pays dividends. Believe it. Stay disciplined and discipline yourself to be the person publicly that you are on the inside. Y'all have a good one. Peace.